Boys.
Hermos.
Hey, boys, what's going on?
Yo, yo.
What's up?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are ya?
So yeah, like I said, welcome to the first episode of NACHOCAST. I am joined with Nacho Hoid. I can hear myself in the background, and wait, you're supposed to say hello. God.
Yeah, audio is a little off.
Yep.
I can hear it too.
Freaking delay.
Starting off
Okay, so how
amazing,
do-
boys.
We're
How
off
do
to a
we
great
fix
start,
this?
boys. We're off to a great start, boys.
Say hello to the goddamn audience.
Hello, audience.
Hello, audience.
May or may not be here. We have no idea.
God
Hello, 5 viewers.
damn it.
Hello to potential viewers.
Oh my
But yeah,
god.
you guys, wait, you don't need to watch the stream back. I've got chat up here so they can see it.
Oh, hey, look, it's us.
Oh, look.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, look at that.
That shit's amazing.
But yeah, so I'm here joined by Nacho Huade, Shorzy, aka Unchained Guardian, and below me, because he's a bottom bitch, Wolf.
Bitch, fight me. Bitch, fight me.
Stay down there where you belong.
Bitch, I eat people.
Bitch, I
Wait,
hate people.
Wait. So how do we fix the audio?
No, it's delayed. I have it delayed for a reason. So on my stream, I've put stream delay on, so that's normal.
It's gonna be so confusing with this
No,
audio.
So
No
what are you
stream
listening?
sniping.
So what are you listening to? The stream or the Discord?
Stream. Do I silent the Discord?
No, silent the stream. Just focus on the Discord.
Okay.
Even chat is making fun of you, Wolf.
Ah! Fuck off, chat.
Alright, is that better, Wade?
Okay, I got your shit muted.
Yes.
How was that?
Alright, but now is everything running clear now?
Yes, I can hear myself, and I can hear you.
Okay, so now with introductions out of the way, this lovely idea was actually brought to you by Nacho Wade here. He suggested it. What was it? A couple hours ago? And-
Yeah, just earlier,
Yeah,
earlier
okay.
tonight. So I mean, in my time in South Texas, so it is currently past 9:30 p.m. So this idea of having this certain podcast called NACHOCAST, well, actually, it was a collaboration with myself, Remorse, Shorzy, and Wolf here, and basically just, I mean, we've known each other for quite some time, so an idea just popped in my head earlier this evening. Like, why not do a podcast with the OGs of Nacho Cheese, Nacho Cast?
Hell yeah. And yeah, we're getting the ball rolling.
Yeah, so this is the very first episode. This is the pilot episode.
The pilot.
And it's off to a great and it's already off to a great start.
Yeah,
Oh, it really is.
like every single pilot episode. Come on.
Like
Give us a
every
break,
episode
whoever-
of Nacho Cheese.
Yes, just give us a break. This is just the beginning. So,
Yeah.
Things will
anyway,
get better.
so the idea for this podcast, for Nacho Cast, because it ain't your regular podcast, it's Nacho Cast.
Hey!
So, so basically, like, I wanted to start off as like, like getting to know, my fellow Nacho brethrens, Remorse and Shorzy and Wolf. And basically, let's give a little backstory of how Nacho team started.
Oh,
Um,
jeez.
So
Oh wow, that's
So-
going back.
Yeah.
What, two,
yeah,
3
so
years now?
yeah, I believe
almost
so.
4.
Oh, wow.
No,
Well,
I'm gonna
So,
say like it was like around like 2020 with the pandemic.
yeah.
yeah.
So
It's got to been around that time, right?
Yeah,
Around
so
that time, yes.
pandemic was at
Was
its
it?
height. Well, pandemic was at its height, and TikTok blew up, and
Yeah,
so
yeah,
everyone was stuck at home. Everyone was trying to get their, just trying to survive, really, just try and kill the boredom, essentially. So, um, oh
yeah.
geez, so everyone started flocking to TikTok to try and express their own like creative outlet or their
Exactly.
creative
Yeah.
And
freedom.
Everybody started being creative at
then you
home,
have
Oh, exactly.
and then
us four bums.
and
Oh,
then you have
jeez.
us.
Um, I think the best way, like, I'll describe how things sort of started from my end because was I think I was probably one of the last few people to be introduced to the group, essentially. So to kick off, roundabout probably like halfway after the height of the pandemic, I jumped on board TikTok, and mind you, I was terrible because I had no idea what I was doing. So it's just like, this
Yeah,
seems like
I was on the
fun.
same boat. Yeah, I was on
Yep.
the same boat as well.
Oh, a
Yeah.
lot of us
Same.
were. We were sort of like getting started, trying to like find our sort of craft of like what works for us.
Right.
And then sort of one day came across a Mr. Bottom Bitch Wolf. Excuse me, Wolf God.
Says the bitch from down under.
Yeah.
Tick.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I deserve that one. But so I came across Wolfguard's video, and he was duetting Jax, one of Jax's videos,
Mhm.
and I was just like, oh wow, these guys are pretty cool. Wolf and Jax were the first cosplayers that I followed. Then
Mhm.
after that, I was sort of like, oh, there's small creators, and I'm a smaller creator. I wonder if I can get in touch and we can sort of, I don't know, get together for games or talk ideas and such. I put out a video essentially asking both of them, hey, guys, can I ask your opinions on, uh, cosplay and see
Mhm.
if we can get together? Both of them duetted my video, and we quickly became fast friends. After that, I
Yes.
was introduced to Nacho Wade. I was introduced to Shorzy, Lost Druid, uh, as well as Lindsay in the chat here as well. Mouse.
Yeah.
I'm Mouse.
And
So this is like the okay. So like like you're basically just like telling the story of like how you came across us, like how you met us,
yeah.
and I was like basically on the same boat as you because like I was introduced to TikTok by a female friend of mine back in the day, and like thinking like oh like it's just like something like it's a stupid little app. Then I find out like oh it's an app for anybody who's like uh short expanded whatever memory thingy ish, and I'm like hey that is me.
80,
Yeah,
however you want to put it.
yeah, short,
ADD,
short is right.
ADD, like that's me.
Fair enough.
And then I get on TikTok for the first time, I'm like okay cool, I try it up, and one of the first ones that I've ever duetted with is Jax.
Ah,
So and then we messaged each other back and forth, back and forth. Didn't meet Wolf, didn't meet you, didn't meet Shorzy, didn't meet anybody until I get this one message from her saying, "Hey, would you like to join a Discord server? We could play Among Us."
Oh yeah,
I'm
that
ah.
like,
was
This is the key.
and
This is the.
a.
Keep this part in mind. This is the key part here. Continue.
Oh
yeah,
Yeah.
jeez,
yeah.
it gets better.
So I'm like, I don't have Discord. I never play Among Us. I don't have the money to play the game. And she goes, no, it's free. Here's the link to the Discord. You join the server and we all play and whatnot. I'm like, okay, cool. Join playing Among Us. And I'm playing on my phone.
Oh
I play on my
jeez.
phone. And of course, my little thick thumbs like can't really complete all the tasks. So shut the fuck up. But anyways, and then this is when I finally meet Wolf. I finally meet Shorzy, and I finally meet Remorse.
What up?
Because I thought like Remorse was like the master of the server when he hopped on the camera, because everybody's like, be quiet, like quiet, Remorse is here, quiet. Shh.
Wasn't the
And then
master
Remorse,
of the server.
and Remorse is like, hey, I'm gonna open up a room. We're gonna play Among Us. And I'm messaging Jax like, how do I play?
Oh my god. So, just to add context to what you were saying, yeah, I made the server. I wasn't the master of the server. I wasn't master over everybody. Also,
I'm pretty sure that was like the general consensus. Is
Yep.
we all
Yeah.
thought you were like the master or the mastermind of this whole damn thing.
But it was really Jax and what's his name?
Oh, Bonds.
Bond,
Bonds.
and it was Bond.
That was the
Bonds.
very first server that I joined.
Also, Wade, apparently you have the memory of a goldfish. Also, hello, Acorn. How you doing, bud?
Yes.
Meh.
I have a memory of a +2, whatever that means. I don't know.
I think it's because he gets distracted by shiny objects.
No, I don't.
It's fuckers and shit.
Start dangling
I
bees.
have it for my
Have it
nest.
from my nest.
Sorry.
I would just say, like, for me at least, because like I had unofficially met Shorzy, like not when I first downloaded the app, but like getting into things, right? So it's like
Yeah.
I had a couple run-ins with Shorzy, we commented on our stuff. I hadn't known that he was actually already friends with Jax. So after I had befriended Jax and everything, she tells me about Shorzy over here, and I'm just thinking to myself, oh, I ain't gonna be friends with this guy. This guy thinking he's the shit. Spoiler alert, he still ain't the shit. Don't tell him I said that.
Never did I think I was the shit. Never in a million years did I think I was.
To be fair, you coming out here with the fucking cowboy and the fur shit, I'm thinking, oh man, this is the kind of guy I don't want to get into a fucking fist fight with. Little did I know, I get into the fist fights with this guy every damn day.
Jesus Christ.
And let me put in my 2 cents here, because the funny thing is, when I first met Remorse and I met Wolf and I met Wade, I was not that intimidated by Wade. I was intimidated by Remorse and Wolf alone.
Wait, what? Intimidated by me? Dude.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay, so provide some context. Why were you intimidated by me?
Okay, so I was never like that. I was never really sociable, or never really taught how to be sociable, I guess you could say.
Oh.
So when I kept meeting more and more people, I'm like, I kept seizing up and going,
Oh, so
like,
socially intimidated, not.
yeah,
Oh,
socially
that makes
intimidated,
sense.
but with Wolf, I know he could probably like Bane style pick me up and slam my back into his fucking knee, roll me off into a ditch, and just go.
Ah, you think the darkness is your ally.
Like, you know what?
Yeah,
You know what you just summed up there, Shorzy? You just summed up Discord Slamathon when Claw went ham on all three of y'all.
Oh. And by the way, anyone who's listening, we did have a Discord Slamathon event.
Still
Woo!
champ.
And
Okay,
the current
great.
the current champion is still Archangel.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
AKA
The fucking
Remorse.
chaos.
Because
The
I can't,
chaos of it.
only because I can't get my goddamn game to work.
Okay.
Still
What?
champion, bitch.
And yeah, you're still the champion, but guess what, bitch? You got my sloppy ass seconds.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
buddy.
Okay, so for people who are like sort of like lost in context, we
Get
all
used to it.
yeah. So, Jesus. So there's gonna going to be a lot of catching up and a lot of stories to be had. So I think
Yeah.
one of my most fond memories of meeting everyone for the first time was sort of getting everybody out of their comfort zone, because this was at the same time that not only after meeting you guys, we met Lindsay, we met Lost Druid, as well as Jax, Jester, Bonds,
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Exquisite as
And,
well.
and we've all gone through so many servers just to get to this point.
Oh,
Well,
jeez,
well,
yes.
that's not entirely true. So this is really the second server that was made. Well, that I made in regards to keeping like
Yeah.
my friend group or the people who I value the most close within the server.
Right.
And when it boiled down to it, I said to everyone, just like, look, I'm making this server not for any specific reasons on like, oh,
Right.
we're gonna do this once a week or we'll do that like once a month, whatever. I want you guys like in my life. I want to keep in contact with you, even if it like we're going like weeks without talking. We can still reach out to each other. We can still
Yeah.
talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Well
speaking
said,
of
Lindsay. Assholes unite.
which, a-holes unite.
Fucking much.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
A-holes united. Wait,
You
dyslexia. Shit.
Fuck me, wait.
But no, but I do want to bring up something. Was between me and Remorse. The past Discord server that I came back to when I was on, I guess, hiatus, or I was gone for quite some time.
Oh,
I
yes.
got the invite back. It was a dead server.
Yeah.
Dead server. And the only one who ever communicated with me was Remorse. And we got on a video chat, and I was asking him like, how's everything with the server? And basically, yeah, like I mentioned, dead server, like dead chat, like nobody was active and whatnot. So this is when we started talking like about a new server, like the one basically that we have now. And try to, like carefully invite who we want to bring in, and to carefully not to
Yeah.
bring
Not to
in,
try and hurt
you know,
like feelings or anything like that, or people that we trust.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but now, dude, like this server has been so freaking great. Like with other, new people coming in, and just new people to chat with and whatnot, and we still get to enjoy ourselves, have nice
Oh, God.
conversations and whatnot. So yeah, so I'm very grateful for this new server that we have with all of us together. And can y'all hear me still?
Yeah, we can still
Yep.
hear you, bud.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting a little buffering thing
Rihanna,
on
thank
my
you very much
screen.
for the follow.
But anyway, so but yeah, no, like, but the thing is, like, from the very first server that I joined, which was with you guys, and we're still here.
God fucking damn it, Pickle.
Yep.
Like, which is freaking amazing, because that's how much of a bond that we have with each other, despite all the bullshit.
Despite you all,
Despite all the bullshit and all the
well,
bad nacho cheese.
There has been bullshit.
so two things to address. One, it's called the Legion of Assholes for a reason, and also Pickle
Oh.
Plus says, is this a remorse circle jerk? Because I'm down. Okay,
What the?
you keep going.
What?
This is not a circle jerk.
I mean,
Shut up.
You got the loot.
No,
You
no,
you
don't
got
go
the-
there, Wade. Don't go where you're going, Wade.
Oh, I was gonna
There are
ask.
limits, Wade. There are
I was gonna ask if they had Doritos.
God damn it, Wade.
That's nacho cheese.
He said the thing. He said the thing.
He said the thing.
He said the word.
Thank you,
He said
Ivy,
the
for the
word.
follow.
R.I.P. Pee Wee.
Stop. Oh my
Oh,
god.
No, that
God.
Whoa,
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Pee Wee.
Rest in peace, Pee Wee
Yeah.
Herman.
Rest in peace, Pee Wee.
But
Yeah.
yeah, with a lot of our introductions out of the way, way to believe you have some questions that you wanted to ask us as well.
Yes. So anybody who's listening, and of course, like I'm curious and kind of curious by nature. So with you three gentlemen, I would like to ask the first question is like
Gentlemen.
what is your very first earliest memory of playing a video game and what got you into video games?
Oh man.
So
wow.
I'm gonna start with Remorse. Then
Oh,
we're
wow.
gonna go to Wolf, and then we're gonna go to Shorzy.
Um, earliest I can remember was this is going like a long time ago, back to my earliest childhood. Um, it would have to be between. I can't remember which one was first, but the games that remember specifically, there was Croc, The Legend of Gobos, and this is going back PS1 to like early Xbox times and like old Nintendo 64 sort of games. So,
The simpler days.
oh yeah, absolutely. And these games,
The
they were
very
the
simple
fucking
days.
best. Oh yeah. So there was three that I can remember. There was Croc, The Legend of Gobos, the Spyro trilogy, the original Spyro trilogy,
Yeah.
and
Spyro.
there was another one called Demolition Derby, an old Demolition Derby.
Oh, I love that game.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, digging at the heartstrings here.
Oh
Just a
yeah.
bit, yeah.
Okay, so then the following question is what got you into video gaming?
Um, I guess the creativity of it and sort of like treating it as an outlet because I've all I'm not sure what really dragged me into it, but I can remember a fond memory of playing video games was actually, and this may surprise a lot of people, was my mum. She was she was okay at games, and she loved Spyro. She
Spyro. Yeah.
adored it. She loved Spyro.
Pyro.
Nice.
And because this was round about the time my brother had gone to join the army. My sisters were sort of like off at high school, and these were days where I had I
And
was
this was
probably
your
in
older brother?
my older brother. I'm the youngest of four, so
Okay, yeah.
there were some days my mum was having trouble with like this specific part of Spyro. Like there was a jump she couldn't make, or there was a glide she couldn't figure out. So she would ask me, her youngest gaming child, to do it for her.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't always get it in one go and sort of like have a big shit-eating grin on my face and her going just like fuck off, Sam, or whatever. No, I sort of a bonding moment with my mum because we didn't there wasn't a whole lot between us that we enjoyed, but she loved Spyro, I loved playing video games, and the first time she asked me, "Can you help me with this specific part?" I saw it as a bonding moment, and it went from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Um,
All right, cool.
yeah,
awesome,
it
dude.
was
Yeah.
great.
That's a good story. Good story.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you for sharing. So now Wolf, same to you.
Oh man.
Earliest memory of video games and what got you into video games?
All right, boys, gather around.
Oh my god.
Let me get the
Okay,
marshmallows. Hold on, let me
so
order
this
a
is
pizza.
Grandpa Wolf, tell us again, tell us again.
so this is gonna be. I'm showing my age here, and I'm probably gonna be showing Wade's age here just a tad bit. Um,
Damn it.
so the first actual console I received was actually an Atari 2600
Oh my
that my
god.
uncle gave me.
You
And
you old bitch.
I know, right?
Fuck, okay.
There's a reason why my hair. There's a reason why like my hair is peppered. It ain't the stress. It's just age, bitch.
Oh my god.
Mine is just salted.
Oh wow. But sorry, please continue.
No, you get. My uncle had actually given it to me because he just was like, "Hey, you're the only boy. Here you go." And I was like, some of my my cousins, I'm actually like one of the older ones. So he was just like, "Hey, excuse me, I don't have any kids yet, but here, have this, have fun with it, whatever." And I'm like, okay. I had no clue what I was doing, but I had the unfortunate pleasure of playing what is now the worst video game of all time, E.T. Love the
Oh my
movie. I
god.
love the movie. I hate the game.
I could list off
Dude.
a whole bunch of games that are far worse than that, my friend.
Oh, I can too, but it was just like, and then of course, when my cousin was around, I'm just gonna call him Shady's because that's what he goes by. When my cousin Shady was old enough, he and I would still play on the Atari, but of course he had the NES, the SNES, and the 64. And one of my most fond memories is actually playing Super Smash Bros. With him,
Oh
and
wow.
he and I would always play like against my other two cousins, and it was the same thing with when it came to like playing 007 GoldenEye. Yeah, I don't recommend that game. Oh, Mario Party.
Hey,
The
that's amazing.
games that would legit destroy any kind of relationship.
Yeah, yeah.
You like having a relationship with your family? Well, this game will fucking ruin it for you.
Exactly. So
No
kind
shit.
of like following with what Ramor said, it was kind of more like a bonding experience for he and I, and also just a bit of an outlet because it's just me and my sister, and my sister's older than me, so
Mm.
didn't really have that initial connection. But of course, like it was always a good way for me to like. It was kind of like also my way of start like being social, just saying like, "Hey, have you played this game? Yeah, I played this game. Blah blah blah, and da 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 da, and all that good stuff." But so yeah.
Yeah. And Shorzy, same question. Shorzy.
Sure.
Yeah,
Surely.
I'm just trying to think here. Um, so my earliest memory was I was playing on a lot of systems because let's see, this is where like my history gets a little complicated. So I have my adoptive family, and then I've got my biological family.
Mhm.
Okay.
With my biological family, it was me and my dad, and most of the time, and we were playing Diablo. We were playing like Diablo 2, like almost like every night
Oh,
together.
like the PC version or like a console version?
Yeah, PC.
Oh,
No
because I
shit.
remember like, yeah,
Yeah,
wow, that's old
Nice.
school.
yeah, we were playing that a lot. Because I was actually just from like the youngest days. What I can remember is I was sitting in a little folding chair right next to my dad, just watching him play,
Yeah.
and just because I couldn't like reach all the keys because my hands were too small. Um,
You're just like smashing the keyboard, like
yeah,
Oh.
pretty much.
like I got it,
Um,
I did
It's
it.
like, what's the
and
password?
yeah, I got pretty good at, like I got pretty good at it. And as well, he also got me like my first console, which was a PlayStation 2 at the time.
Wow.
Nice.
And it
Okay.
was like the Gen 1, like the big bulky PlayStation 2.
Oh
AKA the
my
best, AKA the best version, the
Yeah,
best version.
and he actually got me the OG Bionicle game.
Eh,
Wow.
what?
Then before like I got into gaming at all, I was one of the biggest collector of first gen Bionicle. I had them all set up around my room. Like it was my whole gaming setup all over again.
Oh wow.
And
Dude, you saying
after
Bionicle? All I hear is move along, just
that,
sitting it.
right? Like that actually lives rent free in my head nowadays. But when I was with my adoptive family, I was playing um the I was playing Mario on the Nintendo 64 they had, and then and then and then it was a PlayStation 2 over there as well. But as well, I was also playing on their PC, pretty much beating levels in like on like flash games like Zuma or Bejeweled.
What?
Like, yeah, the like uh like puzzle games.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I was playing those games pretty much the like with it was the same with like it would be like with Remorse and his mom. It was I can't beat. They would come up to me and go, I can't beat this level. Do you mind?
Yeah.
But while it took Remorse a little bit, I pretty much got it like right off the hop. Is the real thing.
Wow, you're a fucking nerd.
Nice.
I know. Like I'm just good at.
Ain't no
I
shame
was
in
always
that.
good at puzzles.
No.
I was always good at puzzles as a kid, so I kind of just, and it kind of just stuck with me that it was that gaming for me is just kind of that release, a good
Escape.
yeah, it was an escape from any kind of bad day I had.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bad
fair.
juju.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
So
what about you, Wade? What's
yeah.
what's your
Yeah.
earliest
So
memory?
earliest memory is uh as old as I am, the Atari.
Oh wow.
Hell yeah.
The Atari. The Atari playing Pac-Man,
Oh my god.
Donkey Kong,
Yes.
what's the other one?
Tetris.
Yes.
oh,
Tetris. What's the other one with the battleships? Starts with the G. Gar, starts with the G.
G-Man.
No, fuck, what's it called?
get the fuck out!
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's called. Get the fuck out.
The funny thing is, there is actually a game called "Get the Fuck Out."
Yeah,
Yep.
there's an actual game.
Yeah, there is, yes. But my old ass brain is trying to remember the old shit. That was really fun back in my day. Gargantua
Damn it, old man.
or something.
Gargantuous.
Damn it, Grandpa! Don't drink your prune juice.
Gargana? Is that the game? No, it's not the game. Galaga!
Galaga.
Oh,
Jesus. Oh, that's
Gallagher?
a classic.
Galaga.
Gallagher.
please.
Jesus, it took you a hot minute.
Yes. This is what happens when you're at my age, at 35.
Oh, fuck off. You're not that old, you fucking prick.
Still. But
Yeah,
anyways,
so you played so given like
those old,
your age, you
yes,
played a
those-
lot of the classics.
yes, and then it started off with the NES, original NES, Super Mario Bros. Even playing like like the first three Super Mario Brothers games, and like also I remember Duck Hunt, where you could actually
God,
use
yeah.
the actual
Wow.
gun. The gun. You
Yeah.
could have the gun and point at your screen and shoot the duck. Duck Hunt was a thing.
That I like as young as I am, like I do remember games like that. There were some that were made for the PS1. No, sorry, not PS1.
Really?
PS2. PS2, I'm thinking.
Mhm.
Wait, Duck
I
Hunt?
actually played those
Yeah,
games too,
but
but
yeah, believe it or not.
don't think I ever.
Well, sorry to interrupt, but like believe it or not, Duck Hunt was like the start of like I guess revolutionizing sort of like laser or laser pointed stuff for video games, like external
first person,
controllers.
Yeah.
Yep.
But for PlayStation?
Yeah,
From Nintendo to PlayStation?
Yeah, actually.
Wow. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
I
Because
mean,
I remember like earliest memory also as well is the original NES is you there was like an Olympic game.
Oh
Where
God, that game.
It's a mat, and you plug it into your console, and you run. And
Yeah,
the
so there
faster
was.
you run, like it's like a race. The faster you run, the faster.
Jesus Christ.
I
Yes.
remember that shit.
Yeah, there was that one. There was also track and field.
Yeah, yeah. And I remember playing Jeopardy on that game,
Yep.
or that console. I remember playing the original McDonald's game. McDonald's had a video game.
Oh
Yep.
my
Yeah.
god.
I remember that.
McDonald's had a video game.
Or why do you think Burger King did the same
NES.
thing? Why do you think Burger King did the same thing years later for the Xbox? Because of
Yeah,
McDonald's.
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit about that. 'Cause I'm talking about old school
Burger
McDonald's on
King,
the
Billy
Super.
McDonald
No,
here.
I'm talking about like fucking McDonald's on the Nintendo. The
Oh no,
original
I know what
Nintendo.
you mean, dog.
Yeah,
I know
no,
what you mean.
no. Burger King, get the fuck out. Nah, ain't nobody got time for your shit. Like I'm talking about old school. You know, even like Jeopardy and freaking Wheel of Fortune. All those classic games.
You know one you forgot?
Which one?
Contra.
I don't know.
Oh, what the hell, man?
It doesn't sound like you played Contra.
God damn it, man. God damn it, Wade.
I mean, if I see it visually, I'll maybe recognize it. But the names, I'm bad with names. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah, another good memory from me is me playing with my mom and my stepdad when we were just playing Rock Band together. I was always on bass, my mom on vocals because she knew the words to every rock song that was in there.
Nice.
I would.
And, my
I would
stepdad
like,
on
like
drum all the time.
to apologize. Fuck Rock Band.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I fucking hated that
Because
shit.
I prefer a real instrument than a fucking fake one.
Oh Jesus.
That's
Says our resident instrument. It says our resident musician.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like the episode of South Park where that one kid.
Oh yeah.
You know, with the stupid controller for that stupid game just.
It was Guitar Hero, yeah.
Oh yeah, Guitar Hero.
And everybody's like,
Mhm.
"Oh, I know this song." Everybody's clapping. I'm like, "This is so fucking stupid." I've never been a fan of Rock Band, even if it was like a Metallica version. Never was a fan. If you're so fucking good at playing Guitar Hero, you get a million fucking points, whatever. Pick up a goddamn fucking instrument.
So Brianna in
Simple
the
as
chat, Brianna in the chat says my first console was classic retro, and first game was Zelda. But what got me back into
Nice.
gaming was my stepdad and Guitar Hero on PlayStation. That's pretty cool.
Okay, yeah, mine is a Guitar Hero, but like Zelda, that's pretty cool.
Oh hell yeah.
I've honestly never been a Zelda person, to be exact. But as far as like Super Mario, like Sonic, I'm all for it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so anyway, so back to me, getting into video gaming, and then finally, like, what got me into gaming is because like just watching my older cousins like playing like Mortal Kombat. And when I got into like when I first saw Mortal Kombat, I was like, holy shit. As a kid in the early 90s, and I'm like, oh my god, these real life people are taking each other's fucking skulls out of their spines and all that stuff. Like, oh my god, like I want a part of this. I want to be in this community. And then, growing up, and then again going to my older cousin's house, from my father's side, they're playing Mortal Kombat 2. I'm like, just looking at the graphics, like this is the best thing I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
And it just goes on and goes on and on and on, just to the arcade.
Yes.
The arcade.
Oh, dude.
The arcade.
Yes.
Just, like Ninja Turtles, what was it? Ninja Turtles, Trouble in Time or whatever it was called.
Yep. Yeah,
Oh,
Trouble
yeah.
in Time.
Trouble in Time, and then the Simpsons game in the arcade,
Yes.
and then, dude, just so many games. Like I was just so, intrigued, just so fascinated. Like the world of video games,
Yeah.
arcade, home consoles, everything. Like my ADD freaking brain at the time, like couldn't handle it. I had no idea I had ADD until I was 16.
I think we could have just the whole episode on like talking about like especially with Wade talking about like arcades and shit. I think we could just have a whole episode where it's like Wade's talking about like arcades and shit, and then it's like I'm coming in with like, oh god, the amount of quarters I spent on these damn games.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think
I will tell you.
I think
Yes.
between the four of us, we were lucky to like be in that sort of era when it came to arcades because
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
I was at the
Sorry, go ahead.
age when like arcades were sort of like not phasing out but reaching that point where they got expensive to run, so they started going from
Yeah.
like quarters and like coin operated to this like
Well, and that's
card
another thing.
dollar
That's another
operated
thing.
bullshit.
Yeah. That's one thing I wanted to ask. Okay, so I'm in US. Wolf is US. Remorse is in Australia, and Shorzy is Canada. So, was there ever growing up, especially in the arcade era, where you place a quarter by the machine saying I got next?
Yes.
Yep.
No.
So
Really?
like
So
back.
s-
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. So to sort of, I can only speak from my experience that if you tried that, people would either tell you to like fuck off, or and you'd be waiting and you come back, your quarter's gone, and some kids bloody used it, or the guy who's playing it, he's just like, oh, you should have left it there. And
Dick.
there've been
Ah,
times where it's just
dick.
like, look, dude, like I put my quarter, I tried it, like I tried putting my quarter there, saying, hey, like I've got next game. He's used my quarter. The guy was nice and he understood the logic because he was from America.
Yeah.
That he had that culture there, and
But
so
there
Yeah.
he
was
had to
others
try and
that had
implement
that.
it, but it never stuck. So he had to
So
put
there
his
were there were so there were other players, in the arcade in Australia that had no respect for that rule.
no, absolutely not, and they were
I, w-
assholes about it.
I feel like that rule was kind of like an unspoken rule, like just basically going with like the whole honor system thing.
Yep.
You know.
I mean, it was always a thing, like in the arcade world.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying for like
Yeah, no,
within the
I get
arcade
it.
world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the arcade world is like, okay, because I remember specifically one time I'm playing Marvel versus Capcom 2.
Oh, dude.
One of my favorite
I
arcade
love
games
that game.
of all
It's
time.
nice.
And I'm at the final, boss fights, and I'm losing. And I'm like, oh no, and I lost. I'm like, fuck. And some random person just comes up from behind me, not only slams a quarter on the arcade, he goes, no, he slides it into the slot, saying, keep going.
Damn, dude.
He's like,
Legend.
dude, like just keep going.
That's the legend right there.
Yep.
And I'm playing, and I finally beat it. I
Hell
finally
yeah.
beat the final boss. I was so proud of myself. And I look at the guy. Thank you so much.
That's a champion.
Because
right
like, yeah, because like other folks, like, yeah, they place their quarter down. That was the original rule of
Mhm.
arcades. You put your quarter down, saying, "My turn is next."
Yep.
Yep.
Even if the other player's still going, you got your quarter there.
Yep.
Yep. It's actually
That was always
what's
the
actually
rule.
funny is in my town where I'm living right now, there is an actual old school arcade Like it's got all the classic games. It's actually got an Atari on it in it.
Nice.
Yep. And like it's all free to play, but people still put like a quarter, or up here in Canada like a loonie, on the machine, on like the pinball machines or any of the arcade games, and go, hey, I got next game, or I call against winner.
Yeah.
Nice. I would say like two very fond memories I have. One was when I was younger, so I was probably about like 6 or so, and my aunt's husband at the time, like he took me and my cousin Shady to a local arcade, and as kids, we have massive amounts of ADHD going on, so we're getting distracted really easily. I actually put my quarter down and I walked away because I had to go to the bathroom. And there's a guy standing in front of the machine, blocking off everybody, saying, "You're not going until that kid gets his turn." And I was just, no, no.
Oh, like, is he blocking the bathroom? Like,
Dude, no. Damn it,
what?
I walked away from the game. I had already put my quarter down. The guy is like,
my bad, everyone.
God damn
My
it,
Oh my god.
You shall not piss.
Okay, so just for a little bit of context, so
oh my god.
Canadian money has a loony name. Yes, that you would be correct.
Yeah. The $1. See, unlike the U.S., we don't use bills for our $1 and $2. We use coins, a loony and a toonie. So literally, we use Looney Tunes.
Nanny.
But
Ha! Even
Shut
the
up,
chat's
Wolf.
getting it now. God
What?
damn it, Wade.
yes! there's a story behind that. Don't y'all worry.
We'll tell that story
That's
real
another.
quick.
That's for another day. That's for another
episode.
But
anyways, Wolf.
the other time, so down where I live, there's a convention called MACFest, which stands for Music and Gaming Festival. I love going to this. I love going to this event whenever I can. There's so much great music. You have like local DJs and also international DJs, but the main reason why people come here are for the games.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
There are tournaments literally from dawn till dawn. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, nobody sleeps. Everybody's down in Monster, Red Bull, G Fuel, whatever they can get their hands on. And
yeah, go ahead.
Going to town with this shit. But there's also the entire, like, hall in, like, the second level, or on the bottom level of this hotel. It's just filled with games. You've got new systems, retro systems, pinball machines, arcade games, and
Wow.
I knew this was gonna tickle you, Wade.
Yeah.
So
Pinball machines.
Yep. And funny enough, right, there was a sign that says, "Please take a quarter." Now, they weren't legit U.S. quarters; they were just little steel coins. That was like, kind of really bringing back the nostalgia feel. And it also said, like, "Please take a quarter, place it on the machine with your initial, like, write your initials on it or whatever, and that's the order of which you'll play." So then it's like, I walk up to a pinball machine, I put my initials down on it, I look at the person playing, and I'm like, "Hey, I got next," and they're like, "Yeah, no problem." And so this younger person, I guess he was there with his family. He was like a teenager. And he actually tries to cut in front of me. The guy who was playing had just finished up, and he just said, "Hey, where's your quarter?" And the kid's looking at this guy, and he's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You gotta go get a quarter, man. That's how it's done. That's how us old folks do it. That's how we do." I was like, "Whoa, hold up, man!" Like, it was just a fond memory for me because, like, this was actually just when things had started opening back up for after the pandemic and everything.
Right.
But it was just really cool to kind of see, like, that rule is still alive and well today, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And
And it was just awesome.
yeah, and
old
the
fucker.
place that I've posted, the pictures that I posted, retro,
Yes.
here in my home city, which you walk in, it's a restaurant slash bar, but if you want to go upstairs to the arcade, it's extra.
Yeah.
$15 a person. So I took my niece and nephew. So I spent quite a bit. But no, dude, when you walk upstairs in retro in Corpus Christi, Texas, you walk upstairs, full room of machines, old school freaking arcade machines, one gigantic freaking Pac-Man slash Galaga machine.
Wow.
They had a air hockey table, wasn't working because somebody, I don't know, somebody fucked up and
Somebody
the
broke
puck
it.
was gone. Yeah, no, the puck was gone. There was a game called Skee Ball. It's okay.
Skee ball!
Give up.
I love Skee-Ball.
Skee Ball. There was a bowling, kind of like a skee ball, but it was like bowling. And of course, you
Yep.
got the hoops.
Yeah.
And then there was like a football where you throw it. And they had like mini bar upstairs in the game in the arcade. And of course, they had the Terminator game where you just shoot and shit. Dude, like I was like just so into the pinball machines.
Wait, just found
I
heaven.
I am a sucker for pinball. I'm a sucker for pinball. They had like different themes at Mandalorian. They had Ninja Turtles. They had AC/DC, Iron Maiden. And I'm like,
Nice.
man, dude. But the Ninja Turtle one, I was really wanting to get into it. But no, there was a couple that was sitting by that fucking pinball machine for fucking hours.
Oof.
And I'm like, can you fucking move? And they're on stools and shit. They have their drinks to the side. I'm like, fucking move! I want to play. I'm like, fuck.
Mom said it's
I'm gonna
my
go-
turn on the Xbox.
Now I'm gonna go to Jurassic Park.
Your pain amuses me.
I'm playing Jurassic Park pinball machine. I'm gonna go Mandalorian. Like I'm going through all these fucking pinball machines. Like, fuck. I'm gonna fucking go 180, go to this fucking arcade, play Mortal Kombat 2. Didn't know how the fuck to play anymore. It's like, fuck it. I go around the corner. I'm playing skee ball. Skee ball. Skee ball. I felt like I had more fun playing skee ball.
I've never seen
And
Wade so
bowling.
annoyed.
Oh my god.
I don't
No,
think any of us
because
have
I-
actually seen Wade like
Oh,
No.
Speak for yourselves.
I legit was wanting to play the Ninja Turtles pinball machine. But that couple was still there for so long.
Jesus Christ.
Like, my God, like, can I just please play Ninja Turtles pinball?
So,
But no.
They were like, no.
So, quick question to Mr. Shorzy here.
Oi.
Madam Brianna in the chat.
Yes.
Is she who I think she is?
Yes.
I thought as much, because when I asked her username, it was the Unchained Queen. So, putting two.
Oh my god, Shorzy, you got an imposter.
No,
I know.
You-
No.
yeah.
Oh, I was thinking like I was thinking like I was kind of thinking like the movie.
Stay on the bottom where you belong, you little shit.
No, I was thinking about like kind of like the movie Up, like
You're on the bottom too,
don't get attached.
Oh
Hey,
my
hey,
god.
Shorzy. Hey, Shorzy, how's it feel to be a Leafs fan, eh?
Oh.
I am going to fucking shank you.
Wow. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Shots fired.
Shots fired indeed.
Have you been? This just sums up our friendship just over the last few years.
No.
Oh,
Just shots fired.
Indeed.
Just
Okay,
shots
okay.
fired every chance we get.
Let's change the subject. Let's change the subject a little bit.
Next,
Bloody
So
bro.
next question.
I would like to bring up. I would like to bring up two of these gentlemen have had their very first con experience.
Ah,
So Remorse has had his con experience, and so did Shorzy. Which
Yes.
myself and Wolf, many cons
Yes.
fucking veteran.
But I would
Yes.
I would like to hear the very first experience with Shorzy and Remorse of the very first con experience of where they're at and how they came across it at first and overall above experience.
So the con that I went to is called Supernova, and they host it here in Melbourne. It happens every year. My flatmate, at the time, she had a ticket available and asked me if I wanted to go. I said, yeah, sure. Never gone before, so I want to go. So we went. I dressed up as my OC, and I gotta tell you, I was not prepared for how cold it was. Because I didn't bring my
Oh.
thick jacket. I thought, oh, sun's gonna be out. It's gonna be a nice warm day. It was not. We got
Really?
so
Oof.
I live an hour away from the city, and what they don't tell you is that when you're traveling long distance, especially when it's an hour, the weather changes very quickly. There's a running joke here in Victoria, in the state of Victoria. It's welcome to Victoria. It's 5 seasons in one fucking day. So it could be pissing down
Sounds like
rain
normal.
and then hail 1 second, and then it'll be sunshines and rainbows and looking pretty, and then all of a sudden there's a big gust of wind in your fucking face. Fucking. Anyways,
That's South Texas, yo.
That sounds like the East Coast.
No,
That's,
that's South Texas.
No, it's definitely South Texas, but
but
hey.
overall it was a little underwhelming, to be honest. I was expecting a bit more. Don't get me wrong, the vendors that were there and everyone who was dressing up like looked amazing. The vendors were cool. I got to see a lot of different businesses promote their work. There were different clothing brands. There were different people who were promoting artwork, craft work. Like there was one that was selling Pokemon balls, but had an environment inside the bottom half of the ball itself.
Yeah,
You know,
I know
that
what you're
kind of
talking
thing.
about. Yeah,
Those are cool.
It's absolutely gorgeous. It was beautiful.
yeah. So above all, from your experience, for the very first con that you've been to, like, above all, would you go again?
I've been thinking about it, and I kind of do want to, because I wanted originally I wanted to go meet some of the celebrities that were going there, because there was the guy who did Boba Fett for Mandalorian, who was there.
Nice.
I didn't get a chance to meet the celebrities that were there, which I wish I had, but you need to pay for that. And
Yeah.
I was broke at the time, so it was like, yeah, I need food, but do I really want to like get all the signatures?
that's,
It's just like,
that's one thing. When it comes to meeting, it's give or take, like whatever you're comfortable with.
I think
so.
it was
Shorzy, yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I think it was more like seeing how like creative people could actually be, because there was a Boba Fett there from The Mandalorian. There was a few Mandos there. There was a guy who had some of the voice lines attached, so you'd like sort of like subtly press a button in his glove, and he would say, "This is the way," and he just
Oh
do
yeah,
a quick
I
nod.
love running into people like that, man.
Did he say this is the way, or This is the way.
This, God damn it.
This is the way, my brother.
that meme will never
You
die.
know the
It's-
way, me brother. I am
You
not
know
the
the
same.
way.
No, it's like I am not the same Eli I once was before.
Can you show me the way?
Anyways,
But yeah,
so
Shorzy.
It's gonna show the
But,
way.
but above all, but above of all, experience, like you would go again.
I think I would go again, but for a different reason.
Okay.
That's fair.
Cosplay or no cosplay?
I'll cosplay, but I would better my choice in what jacket I wear and how warm it will be.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Gotta think of
Shorzy.
practicality at the same time.
Yeah, so Shorzy, same question. When you went to your first con, how was it? How was the experience? And like, did you get to mingle with anybody and whatnot, and just show off?
So right off the right off the hop, I was actually scaring people left, right, and freaking center, even in line.
Why am I not surprised?
This doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Let's face it, nobody here like
Oh,
because
jeez.
well, I had my mask down the entire time, and I pretty much walked from my house 30 minutes. I walked 30 minutes from my place in full gear.
You walked
Oh my
30 minutes
Yeah.
from your
God.
place to the convention.
Yeah. Well, think
It
about
was-
this. It was downtown, and that's like a 30-minute walk from me.
It was an interesting conversation with him,
I
like
don't
when he's
mind. So
when he was
obviously,
telling me that he was ready to go and all that.
yeah.
Why
Um,
didn't you get on a bicycle or a skateboard? Like, make the trip shorter, dude.
This is
No,
Shorzy we're
I'm-
talking about. You do
Yeah,
realize
this
how
is me.
stubborn he is.
It wasn't so much the gear that was the problem, though. Like my gear is never a problem with me. I wear lightweight gear for the most part. The only problem is it was it's middle of like June, and contrary to belief, up here in Canada, it's not winter 24/7.
Heh.
We actually have summer, or as we like to
Really?
call it, construction season.
I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Don't
Hey,
lie to me,
really?
you maple syrup sucker puncture.
Wait.
Well,
Canada
when I
has
say
an
that
army of
going
made of
in-
snowmen?
Oh my god.
God damn it, Wade.
God damn it.
Going in, I was pretty much beginning to feel the effects of the sun
For the
because
first
I
time?
am a fucking idiot.
I just like to state for the record, I told you so.
You can fuck off. You're the same way I am, so you can fuck off.
He's got
My
he's
excuse is that I'm fat. That's my excuse.
Yeah, and you wear mostly black too, so I don't want to fucking hear it.
I still told you so.
Fuck you.
That's all I'm gonna say.
But yeah, I was wearing like 80% of my whole attire was black. In 30, how do I put this in American? Somebody do the calculations for me real quick. What's 35 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
What's
Hang on,
35
I'm-
degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? 95 degrees Fahrenheit.
95 degrees. So basic
Yeah.
Texas weather.
Yeah, it was pretty much the middle of fucking Texas. 30 minutes, and I'm like, fuck. But going in, it was actually pretty cool. They did not tell me that it was a 2-story event. I thought it was mainly just the basement level. So for the better part of like 2 hours, I was walking around the basement level of this of the building that I was in, and there then I saw people going up, and I'm like, huh? So I follow them, find a bunch of other shit, including a vendor selling flasks decorated with various games and nerd icons.
Hmm.
Like the Mythosaur Skull, Gears of War. I almost bought that, actually. I almost bought the Gears of War flask. And
Man's an
then
aristocrat.
I am cultured, Malton. But
The culture.
as I'm walking, like I'm touring the area, again, I'm scaring almost everybody left, right, and center with this big, giant, curved sword over my shoulders. Red and black armor, fur cloak, freaking skull mask with red lights in the eyes.
Oh, Jesus.
And just the way I'm walking too, like I have a purpose, but at the same time, my legs hurt. My legs hurt, so I'm just doing like a soldier's marching hobble, I guess as best as I can call it.
Jeez.
But yeah, as far as like when it comes to the cons, so we've all have our experiences. We are all now con brothers.
We have bathed in the blood of the con.
The blood of the god.
Yeah.
Wait, let me get my healer.
Wait, hold on. Okay, we're good.
Oh jeez.
Everybody gets their inhalers.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Waiting.
Oh my god.
All right, let's stop and take a Mountain Dew break. I didn't actually mean take a Mountain Dew break, you fuck.
Jesus Christ.
But no, but above all, like I said, you know, above all, experience for Remorse and Chorzy. Above
Oh, yeah.
all, experience like at a con, very first con, like you both enjoyed yourselves, you had a great time, and this and that.
Yep.
So here's a little quick funny story.
Uh-oh.
At this past CC Comic Con, aka C4.
Oh jeez.
So the first
Somebody
day,
become closer? What?
the first day, I went as X-Wade.
Oh,
Nice.
jeez.
So I remember like little short story. I remember like I went upstairs and they had a video game room and whatnot, and I'm just looking around and I see like an old school arcade machine that had Mortal Kombat 2. I'm like, oh shit, like I want to play it. But I couldn't because the entire first day of Comic-Con, so many people were coming up to me left and right, asking for a photo. And I'm like, okay, cool. Sure. Why not? And so I'm upstairs at the American Bank Center in Corpus Christi, Texas. I'm upstairs. I'm checking out the arcade area. Big room of arcade machines and small TV screens. There was a Super Smash Brothers tournaments like going on left and right.
Oof.
And so, okay, as like I'm walking forward down the room, okay, and they have like board games. I'm like, okay, cool. And they had the fucking big old moon bounce. like those big old moon bounce like jump
Jumping
things.
castles.
Yeah.
The
So they,
castles.
yes. So they had that upstairs. I'm like, I can't.
I'm an adult now.
I'm an adult now. Not 18 anymore.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah.
so,
Oh
so
man.
One of the
anyways,
best things from my experience with the con. Sorry, Wade. The one of the best experience was this one kid had bought a wooden katana and was holding it samurai style on his belt. One hand at always at his belt, elbow out, and I'm like, and all you see is my hand just because my hand's been on my sword over my shoulders this entire time. So all you freaking see is me just lift it and point it right at him.
Oh boy.
And he
dude,
goes, ah, fuck.
that's because like when I was upstairs by the moon bounce, I had wooden
You had what?
I
Yeah.
had wooden swords
Oh man.
Oh no.
with the X,
Oh,
backpack shit.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
I that. But
Uh,
anyway,
God.
so I walked away. As I'm walking out of that video game room, all I hear in the very background is like, bro. And I'm looking around. I don't see anybody, so I'm just like randomly just waving. And then um okay. So now I go down the escalator. So I'm going down the escalator, still in my mask, gloves, swords, everything. I have my hands on the railing going down the escalator. And about halfway ish, I see like maybe 3 or 4 people that are coming up the escalator on the other side. Shot out, and I'm still there, like, huh?
What?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, huh? And then they are literally running down the escalator, that's going the opposite way to get a photo with me.
Ha!
Oh Jesus.
So they're on the floor waiting for me to come down, and I'm like, just like basically coming down, like to them,
Mhm.
and
To them, he
then
is God.
yes. So I get to the floor, and they're like, huh?
Abandoned reason, no only
only
way.
war.
Like they were like so excited, like to get a picture of me, and I'm like, okay, picture here, picture there, okay, yeah. And then one of them saying like, somebody said something like, you should charge for pictures. I'm like, I should, but I ain't gonna be a dick.
Hmm.
But no, like just like so many people, the first day I went as X Wade,
Yep.
like I couldn't get a chance to like take many photos or anything like that because so many people were like coming up to me like,
That's the problem. Like you do a cosplay too well, and like a
yes.
lot of people want to take photos with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Well then,
And then I finally because like originally I wanted to meet the photographer that I had met before to get some photo shoots. It took me a while to get to him because everybody's like, I was like, calm the fuck down. Like I'm not a celebrity.
Ooh.
I would just say like that's one of the problems of like cosplaying a character, like a certain character, right? That is
Yeah.
A, well known, and then B, we have the hype of the movie.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, and that's another thing too. That's
yeah.
another thing too. Which I'm not sure Remorse and Shorzy knows, but I've told you, Wolf.
Mhm.
But yeah, so as I'm walking around the you know, the venue as Wade,
Mm-hmm.
some random dude jacked as shit cosplaying as Wolverine
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
jumps from a fucking corner around, making it look like he's gonna gut.
Oh, Jesus.
And I play it off like just, you know,
Yeah.
that's the only sound I can think of. But anyways, so again, this is on a Friday, first day of the Comic Con. I'm walking around again, just as Wade. You know, I got the backpack with the swords, crisscross in the back, and I'm just chilling, just minding my own business. Yes, I was still getting people asking, for pictures, like no problem. And then there was somebody who was, I believe, was a volunteer at the con asking for a photo. I'm like, sure, did a little pose, whatever. And as I'm about to go up about my business, she immediately sees that same guy who's cosplaying as fucking Wolverine
Uh,
with a
oh,
with a
no.
white tank top and with the claws, and she goes like,
Okay,
and
say
I'm like,
say again, you cut
I'm
out.
thinking, oh, sorry, wait, did I cut out?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, sorry. Anyways, so she sees the guy cosplaying as Wolverine. She shouts out, "Oh my god, Wolverine!" And again, and I'm thinking like, okay, my job is done here. So I'm about to walk away, and she goes like, "No, I want to take a picture of both of y'all." Like Wolverine and Deadpool. And I'm
Oh,
like, okay, cool. We did a picture as a pose, like whatever, and then the second picture as a fighting pose. So we did a little fighting pose, whatever, nothing serious. Like it's just we did what we did.
oh dear.
Then we're about to, go our separate ways. And then one of the vendors in the back, a brother,
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
he's like looking like all confused, like, hey man, that was not in the fucking trailer. Y'all did not do the same shit in this fucking trailer. I'm like, what trailer?
Just like, boy, what do you want about?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
He's
man.
like, yo, man, that shit was not. No, man, y'all did that shit wrong, yo. We're just walking. I'm gonna keep walking.
She's like, I'm gonna go home now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home. Go ahead.
Go home, go
I'm
home.
a gold. Yep.
So yeah, so when it comes to Shorzy and Remorse, like when it comes to like future cons like that, like like cosplaying and whatnot, like expect some weirdness
All the
Oh,
time.
randomness.
I saw my
Oh, big
fair bit of
time.
weirdness.
Big time.
Oh,
But,
I never got a chance to tell you guys this one.
oh,
Oh, this should be good.
All right, so you guys know recently I've started cosplaying as Army of Two.
Yeah.
yep.
Oh yeah.
So at one of the last shows I was at, because I was actually just at one yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I was at Otakon in DC, there was a guy walking around with this massive, and I mean massive, M134 minigun prop that was working.
Oh,
And I was like, holy crap, dude. He had like a drill bit as like what turned it on to make the cylinders spin.
nice.
Had like the halo rail as like the handle, so you could switch between if you're right or left-handed, which I was like a nice touch. And I actually got to be like one of my buddies, or a buddy of mine and Al's, was actually like, he was trying to film some content of me just like being all badass with that thing, right? And of course,
Yep.
somebody shouts from across the way. I'm surprised I even heard it. It's like, you know what it means when he has a big gun? He's compensating. I was like, I look over and I'm just like, really? Like, I'm laughing, but I was just like, really? Like,
Bruh.
what the hell?
Hey, me, Johnny.
Bigger
Work
than
again.
no.
The only way you can find out the only way to get
Oh, for God's sakes.
But
Fuck off.
yeah, nah, that happened. I was just like, I'm like, man, I'm getting catcalled. Okay.
Shit.
Oh man. I mean, I'd rather take I would rather take the nickname I was given by that one girl at Katsucon over what that person said.
Wait, am I okay?
What was the
We're all
nickname?
thinking it.
I think I know the name, but
Oh,
I want to
jeez.
make sure that we're on the same page here.
Gun Daddy.
Yep.
Yes, that one.
Yep. I will take that any day over what the shenanigans that was said to me, but I was like, you know what, whatever. I don't even care. It's the last day.
Oh my god.
I'll take Gun Daddy any day.
Yeah,
Of course
Big-
you will.
Hey, Gun Daddy and
Big.
Hey,
Oh
Gun Daddy
my
any day. Come
Oh
Nitro.
my god. Oh my
God.
Where you go, Conjo?
What
But
was,
yeah,
what
no,
was your
like,
next question?
shit, I don't remember. I was caught up with all this whole shenanigans thing, which we do best is shenanigans.
That is true. We do a lot of good shenanigans.
Yeah. I guess future plans, like if you were to travel or play a future game.
Oh, this is a good one. So, in terms of traveling, I really want to go to the United States.
Really?
Another place I'd like to go, Poland and Sweden as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, America is the main spot because, well, you guys are there. I want to come see you guys. I want to come hang out. And also, there's a wedding that I've been invited to for next year that's in the States. And I'm 100%
Really?
going. I plan
Nice.
to go, so I just got to get my passport and get all that shit squared away.
Oh shit. That's
And
cool.
yeah, so 100%. As soon as I can, I'll come visit the States. And first stop will be Vegas.
Nice.
Vegas.
So if I can get you crazy
Fuck
fuckers
that place.
over there, come to Vegas.
Fuck that place.
It's going to take a lot of cash to get me there.
Expensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of traveling, okay, so Remorse has mentioned Vegas, like places to visit. Anybody else?
Yeah. So I grew up in Japan for a number of years, and then recently, a few months back, I find out Star Wars Celebration is happening out there. And you guys know I'm a massive Star Wars fan.
One of the
And and yeah, it's an excuse for me and someone else to go visit Japan, because celebration happens to be happening, but we just want to go to Japan.
Yay! Or yay! No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Are you though?
May the day be with you.
Only way Jack can.
Anyway, Dorsey.
There's a lot of places I want to go, but with funds and everything, it's put way on the back burner. But right now, I'm just looking to go to the one of the local Ren fairs in the next couple months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but if you ever were to visit Texas, the one place you want, like, because Shorzy, I know you're a foodie guy. You're a food guy.
I know
You're
exactly.
telling him to go there.
I know exactly.
Yeah.
Who
what
the
you're
fuck isn't in this? Like, out of the four of us, who the fuck isn't a foodie?
You? I mean, oh, wait, who isn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him.
Oh, then somebody who don't know. But no, like, if you guys were to ever visit Texas, there is a place called Hill Country Fair. You will have the best fucking barbecue of your fucking life.
I'm not gonna lie, I was half expecting him to say Whataburger.
That's what I thought.
No, this is like beyond Whataburger.
Oh,
And plus,
beyond
plus-
Whataburger.
and plus,
Wow.
I think hold
There
on,
has
hold
been
on, hold on.
blasphemy in chat.
I
There
got
has
this.
been blasphemy on the cast.
Hold on, hold
Let's
on.
hear
I think either it's tomorrow or the day after. I don't know. There's apparently a national, very first time, National Whataburger Day. Holiday.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Free Whataburger.
Oh hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
now see, that's one thing I can't get up here is Whataburger.
I
Well,
live in
no,
Australia,
this is
so it's
Texas.
unheard of.
Yeah. But anyways, if you guys were to ever visit Texas, there's one place which I would like to visit is the Hill Country Fair fucking barbecue place. Where it's just like I'm just dying to, get their barbecue. Cause I love barbecue. We love
He's
barbecue.
dying for a
I mean,
taste
what
of that
about-
good.
Hey,
what
you
Texan doesn't?
Do you love barbecue?
Who doesn't love
I
barbecue?
do.
I love barbecue. You guys love barbecue?
I love
I love
barbecue.
barbecue. Do
Hey,
you love barbecue?
I love barbecue. Do you love barbecue?
Hey, you love barbecue? I love barbecue.
But what if they like their steak well done? We politely ask them to leave.
No,
How
With-
would you- no,
I
no,
can't.
it's
with
like,
what if they
hold
want
on,
the steak well
hold on.
done?
Hold on. It's like, how would you like your steak? On a plate? Get out.
I can't tell y'all the amount of times there were just random times I'm watching King of the Hill and I spot like Whataburger or Wade's hometown and I'm just like, yo, this has got to stop.
It is time to stop.
It's like we get it.
Oh my god.
We get it. We need to fucking visit.
Jesus Christ.
We don't need to shove this shit down our throats.
I mean, shit. Geographically speaking, I live closest to Wade, but the problem is money.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like shit. I work 2 fucking jobs. I still can't even afford half this shit.
Dude, I work one job. And I'm like, shit, I'm trying to keep a fucking roof above my head.
Right? Yep. Trying to pay my bills, being an adult, whatever the fuck that is.
You
Yeah,
damn right.
And here I am spending my money on childish shit.
Shit, I'm still trying to keep my money safe and sound for my advisors.
Pump your brakes. 2 things. One, let those sit for 10 to 15 minutes till they're room temperature. Number 2, where's the salt and pepper, bud?
Don't you start.
S&P, the choice for me.
Yeah.
Don't fuck up my steak dinner, Derry!
You did it on purpose. No, I never.
I never.
You did it on purpose. No, I
No,
never.
I never.
Wait.
Wait. How are you now?
Torin.
I never want you from
You
you.
just were having a chat. That's a Texas size 10-4. Well, don't you feel compelled to get between us and whatnots? Well, where's that ever gotten me? Normally, when we have a spat, you get in the middle of it.
All right.
You know,
Oh,
where's that ever
goddammit.
gotten me? Well, can you at
Such
least
a good
ask us
show.
what the problem
Such a
is?
good show.
Can you at least ask us what the problem is? All right.
What's the problem?
What's the problem?
Katie's big tarts. What?
What?
You trying to provoke me here, or
Oh,
so we crushed the tub of them? Did you eat the whole tub?
Jesus Christ.
I just love the fact that you start with any one of the lines from any one of those skits. He has them all memorized pretty much.
Pretty fucking much. And here's the thing with me. I've always been good at that.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, you could cut
I
the sexual
could
tension with a
really
butter knife. Give your balls a tug.
You want some teamwork there, Jones? You want to hear about some real teamwork there, Jonesy?
Jeez.
So I guess we could, close off with the final question with the, Nacho Cast.
Yeah.
Is best memory that you can recall when we play when it comes to
Oh, man.
shipment or whatever, like best moment that you can think of that makes you laugh or just feel accomplished.
Oh, jeez.
Can I start?
Oh, man.
Because I got one.
I've got a couple.
Can I
got
start?
one. Yes.
Hit me with it.
Remember when we were having that really bad round with Call of Duty? It was the market. It's just like,
Yes.
the Wilson's up, the Wilson's up. Wait, all you hear, wait, scream like over the
Oh,
mic
God.
is,
Oh,
what in the Tonka truck bullshit is this? Honestly, I actually have that whole video saved to my phone, and
Oh my god.
anytime I feel stressed,
like-
I just watch that whole thing.
I feel like that comment or that what I said with taco truck shit is the infamous like it can
Yeah.
never be forgotten
yes.
No,
because like I had no idea what to it came out of nowhere. I had no idea what to say.
Like, I'm screaming. I'm over here screaming at this man's turn around, run away.
yeah, it's literally a tie between that and and what was it? It was either Wolf or Wade who came up with the whole happy birthday protocol.
Oh, yeah, that was me. Yeah.
The happy
Oh
birthday
my
protocol.
God.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically,
That wasn't me.
sorry,
That
sorry,
was
go ahead.
not
Go ahead.
You know how I typically always carry the rocket launchers.
Yes, you tend to
Oh,
break the
God.
Geneva Convention. Well, I'm sorry, Geneva
Suggestions.
suggestions.
I break Geneva suggestions.
Yes.
He's Canadian. It's in his nature.
For everybody in chat, we will explain that at a later date.
We'll explain that in the next episode.
Because otherwise, this is going to go on for another 4 fucking hours.
Yeah, let's not do that.
But
Not yet, at least.
there's like a video and sound on TikTok, and it's with Jonah Hill, where
Oh,
hell yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Happy
Yep.
birthday, motherfucker.
From
when
one
he
of the Black
fires
Ops
that,
games, right?
It was this. It
Yeah.
was the trailer for the second Black Ops game, and he's
That's
with
it.
Yeah.
he's with Sam Witherspoon as the veteran, and he's playing the noob. And of course, he pulls out the RPG
Yeah.
and goes, "Happy birthday, motherfucker."
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the happy
Yeah.
birthday protocol.
Yep.
and when
Yeah.
and when it produces the results that keeps on delivering laughs, especially when Wade is like right in the middle of it.
Yep.
When Wolf and Wade and some of our shit teammates are in the middle of it,
Oh my god.
it's a gift that keeps on giving.
It is.
And so I literally try and remember to do this as often as I can. Every time I shoot the rocket launcher, I will scream on my mic, "Happy birthday, motherfucker!"
Jesus
Because
Christ.
there are times where he wasn't doing it, and like one of us are screaming, "Shorzy, hit him with the happy birthday!"
Yeah.
Ow,
Yeah.
cheek.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
And this motherfucker didn't even remember what to say.
Oh
Like, dude.
And I get like a fucking triple kill with a direct hit. Me.
Oh my god.
Either that was happy birthday or happy Hanukkah. I don't know which.
It was happy something. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, like you were like just happy Canada Day or whatever the fuck it was.
We're here just like, what have we done?
Like, oh, happy Canada.
Oh my god.
Canada.
Oh my
Something about a maple leaf.
Yeah, like
Alright.
do you like the saying of 420? The first image you think of is that marijuana. No, with Shorzy, the 420 is the maple leaf.
Jesus.
Like no idea like where to go to. Like, oh, Canada.
Oh my god.
So sorry.
Alright, Remorse, go ahead. Go.
I'd say one of my most fun memories of playing with you guys was I think it was the third or second time we were playing Among Us. And Druid was constantly yeah, it was. Druid was constantly getting the killer. And so and every single time we were guessing like who it was, and half the time we were wrong. Then it gets to about the 6th or 7th time where she's killer again, and I've caught her in a point where she's walking away from the body, and I've said, and this is on YouTube. I've said, right, this is starting to seem like a broken record. I think it's Druid again. We once again call her out. We get her ejected, and she said, "Fuck you guys."
Wait, is this also the video where I made that terrible Down Under joke?
Yes, you did. Fuck you, by the way. And I'd say my most second fond memory was the Call of Duty stream that we did that had Wade going, "What kind of Tonka truck bullshit was that?" That's my favorite.
And if I'm also not mistaken, that's when you guys thought I was actually speaking Scottish.
You sounded Scottish.
Yes.
I'd never heard you say cunt so
How about a
aggressively. It was incredible.
Oh my
It was just like, "You fucking cunt!" I was like,
Oh my.
damn.
It's like
Yeah.
it's literally when he was going off like that.
He pulls off the handle. We know it's bad.
Yeah, that's
Like he's going off the handle like that. I'm just like, oh, hi 2020 Shorzy. I haven't seen you in a while.
Jesus Christ. It was so good.
2020
It was
my
brilliant.
god.
Anyway.
2020 was such a bad year for me. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh,
Yeah, we
jeez.
ain't
Like,
gonna,
2020 to from 2020 to 20. Yeah, about 2022.
Oy.
Those 2 years were not the best. They weren't the best, and they weren't the worst.
because you had us.
You had the boys. You had nacho
You
cheese.
guys were like the silver fucking lining through that whole bullshit. For all that bullshit, you guys were like the silver lining that entire time.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
don't you worry. We're still adding it to your tab. Don't you worry.
Oh.
Yeah.
So-
I would.
This has gone on for about an hour and 44 minutes.
Damn.
Wow.
Which is good. I mean, we're making.
I was gonna wrap up with mine saying like that, like what Remorse said with Lost Druid was definitely a fond memory.
Yeah.
Wade with the Tonka truck shit was another
Yeah.
one.
Jim,
I would
thank you very
say-
much for raiding the stream with the party of two. Thank you very much.
Hell
Always
yeah.
appreciated.
I would say one really fond moment I have, and this is actually with Wade. He knows this because he created this.
Oh no.
It was a simulated match with our beloved Wade and the big mass dummy we know as Bloodclaw.
Oh,
Eh.
Jesus.
And all I'm gonna say is, all I gotta say is, we them boys.
We're the boys.
We them boys. The day the Boom Squad was born.
We're the
Dude,
boys.
it was just like the most random thing. We had no clue what was going on, and then it goes to this cutscene. We're both like, "What the hell?"
What the hell is going on?
So we're just like, "All right, shit. I guess we just made a tag team."
It looks that way.
And then
And
of course,
also, like, I would like to add in the amount of time I created
yes,
Bloodclaw's character.
yes,
The
yes.
amount of time I created Remorse's character. The amount of time I created Shores' character. And the amount of time that I created my character as Wade.
Ugh.
Oof.
So,
Thanks, Wade.
yeah. Can
Yeah.
I get a thank you? Can I get a thank you?
Thank you,
buddy.
my man.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Wade.
Thank you so much.
And
Yeah.
let's not forget.
And-
Let's not
Let's not forget
Discord Slamathon.
Discord Slamthon champion currently
Yep.
is still Remorse,
This guy.
aka Archangel.
Yo, the shenanigans of that whole night. I'm surprised we still had voices.
Right.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I
I
was
was jumping
screaming.
out of my seat
Dude.
for that.
Yes.
Oh, but that's a whole deal for another's day. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I say we wrap it here because
Yeah.
And actually-
we have so much more to tell because the shenanigans that goes down with us. This
There
isn't
are-
even the tip of the iceberg. We're barely just getting started.
This is just like the light dusting of snow on top of the iceberg. That's something
Yes.
that's
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oof.
It's
Wait,
just
too
like-
soon?
yeah.
Wait, too soon?
Oh Jesus.
It's you. It's you. You know that answer. It's you.
You're Canadian, so it's fine.
It's like just shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
But okay, so
Oh.
is this recorded? Is this
So
gonna be
yeah,
a
I'll be
thing?
able to download this off of Twitch and be able to
Okay.
edit it back and all that shit.
so?
Good shit,
so,
boys.
so thank you for everybody for being very behaved,
For now.
especially me.
For now.
It's a new record. He's actually behaved himself
I know, right?
For now.
for now.
So
But
thank you.
anyways,
Yeah.
so this is the very first pilot episode of NACHOCAST. So
Nacho
Yes.
anybody who's listening and hopefully nobody's offended and hopefully everybody had some smiles and laughs like we did. So but yeah, does anybody want to add to the ending of this first ever
Yes.
NACHOCAST?
Yes,
Go ahead.
actually. Fuck you, Shorzy.
I'll give your balls a tug, you tit fucker.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
For what?
We were doing so good.
God damn it, Wade!
Oh, Jesus.
We were doing so well. Come on, we were supposed to get along.
It was going so well. even, even your
getting
missus
so-
has just put in "fuck you, Shorzy."
Well, all right. So
Shit.
we're gonna end
Okay,
this
when the
podcast.
missus, when
we're
the
gonna-
missus says "fuck you, Shorzy," then I go for what?
So
Well, that's how we're gonna end the episode.
that
The
was
very first.
No,
Uh,
no, we're gonna end it. NACHOCAST.
Oh my god.
Nacho Cast, and meaning fuck off Shorzy, and we're gonna have a great night.
Yeah,
So
this
I'm
was-
glad everybody has enjoyed this very cool conversation.
Yeah.
this was good. I
This is
thoroughly
fun.
enjoyed this, and I definitely look forward
Okay,
to it to next time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So so anybody into it that's listening to this Nacho Cast, and take care of each other, and
Catch you next time.
yeah, catch you
absolutely.
next time, and the next episode of Nacho Cast.
Next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
On the next episode of Fuck You, Shorzy.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
Also tell you Aussie bitch.
What a way to end the stream.